What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Let me get this shared up real quick. Whoops. Putting that real fast. Share this up here so we can get situated. Bang, we in there. Um, where else do I need to go with this? Um, all right. Hmm. Yes, sir. I see them home run picks peeking out. I think it's gonna be one today. I think it's going to be one today. Today. Let's see. Um, let me share this up real quick. Excuse me. All right. If you on X or whatever, man, you could. Man, I ain't even gonna say that. I ain't even gonna trip. One more time. One more thing. One more thing. One more thing. X or whatever. All right. Uh, some good spots yesterday. Some good spots yesterday. Let me go over here. Let me see. Over as Jackson here. Um, and I just typed all that shit for nothing. Tell them give me the top MLB bets today. I already got the home run plays. I just typed them in. I hadn't even looked. I haven't even looked. Drop a like for me though, fam. Straight up, drop a like. Weather seems like he was pretty happy about the weather today. Let's see what we got. Um, Minnesota, Cincinnati, a few scattered showers around early. We're probably fine, but I need to double check the radar pregame to make sure there isn't any random shower headed towards the ballpark for a late start or early delay. But I think we good, me personally. Uh, Colorado at Washington, assuming the forecast holds. Storm holds storms here should hold off until after the game. Temps are hot, humidity is high, winds are blowing out at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Hitters trifecta. We definitely like to hear that. Los Angeles Angels at New York Yankee. Again, like in Washington, storms are forecast to come well after the game. I'm leaving this as the tiniest chance of a late inning storm in case models are just wrong, but I think we're likely fine. Warm and humid with winds blowing a bit out to left and a bit to right, 10 to left at 10 miles an hour. Pittsburgh and Detroit, yellow, orange. Game one, 2 rounds of rain here. One around first pitch likely cause a late start. A second line, maybe 3 hours later, could cause a delay in the latter half of the game. Worth noting that the second line is not a solid line of storms, it's a broken line. So there's no guarantee a storm hits the park even as the line moves through. Late start looks likely. Beyond that, a later inning delay is possible. Winds out to left center ish at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chicago, St. Louis and Chicago White Sox. Winds are shifting through the day and fairly chaotic in general. Initially blowing out, but could shift late game, blowing neutral or even blowing in. Milwaukee at the Cubs. Again, winds are harder to pinpoint today than normal. Perhaps initially blowing in, then shifting out. I'm usually a big fan of betting based on wins in Wrigley, but even I'd hold off on this one. I don't have a ton of faith in the models are able to pinpoint this with the accuracy we need. So it's kind of shifty. Uh, Cleveland and San Francisco Giants winds ripping out the center 20 miles an hour in a park that minimizes wind impact. Pittsburgh and Detroit, game two. Remember the second line of storms that we were watching late in game one. We're watching that same line early in game two. Again, I reiterate that it's a broken line of storms, not a solid line. So there's decent chance Detroit misses the storms altogether, but certainly a chance of a delay or late start. St. Louis and the White Sox winds mostly right to left at this point at 10 miles an hour. I guess that's game two. Is that game two? Yeah. So New York Mets at Atlanta. Storm line marches through in early in the afternoon and should be well clear by game time. I think it's unlikely we see any redevelopment of storms in the evening. Um, Baltimore Tampa Bay Rays. Ooh, Tampa Bay, Baltimore gave that game up, but I had them, and I got the early payout. Right, Baltimore Tampa Bay Rays. Another day in Tampa where storms likely stay far enough inland not to be an issue for the game. Houston at Athletics, not early as toasty as last night, but winds are blowing out to left at 10 to 15 miles an hour, and it's still decently warm. I like it for bats as I almost always do. Damn. All that reading, now, man. Y'all shit. Let's get to it though, man. Yo. Uh let me see. Um, um, let me go to a lineup page. First, get a lineup page in here. See what we got. Cause I looked at some things last night. I would have been here earlier. I ain't gonna lie. Cause today my schedule won't be messed up today because I'm off, right? I'm off for a few days, but we got a decent amount of lineups in right now. We have baseball all day long. Juneteenth is upon us, so shout out, right? So, um, I looked at some games. Let me see. Let me get a quick glance here. Yada 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 yada. All right, Beck Moniac. Oh, McMahon. Moniac. Hillard. Taglia. Okay. Abrams, Wood, Garcia, Lowe, Brady House, Josh Bill. Okay. Um, Torres, Shemai Jones, Ali Green, Torkelson, Perez, and McKinstry. Okay. Um, Mason Wynn in the lineup. Ivan Herrera, Burleson. Where's Donovan? Mm. Is he hurt or something? Contreras. Okay. Contreras, Burleson. Okay. Meadroff. Okay, I have my eyes on Meadroff, Meadroff, whatever. Okay. Cubs, I didn't look at this game. Texas, I didn't look at this game. And it's the same old song when it comes to Arizona Diamondbacks. But Toronto is and. So we got Barger in there. All right, so look, Um, Here's how I looked at this. Right, I looked at it last night. I got so tired. I didn't look at all the games, but I looked at a few of them. So I didn't look at Jackson. I typed in what I wanted Jackson to let us know, but I didn't look at Jackson. Let me go through what I'm going to go through. Then we'll look at Jackson, and then we'll finish off the later games that I didn't get to. Nick Martinez, Chris Paddock, right? If my mind remembers me, serves me correct, Byron Buxton, I definitely like him in the leadoff spot. First of all, this is Cincinnati, Great American Small Park. He hit a bomb yesterday. Couldn't talk about hitting a bomb today, or whatever the case, whatever you wanted to. Matt Wallner looked good in a lot of spots, right? In a lot of spots, he looked good. Willie Castro, he can hit. He can hit. So in this ballpark, produces runs. If you like, I don't mind Willie Castro for his runs and RBIs behind Warner, but Buxton and Warner can go boom. Ellie De La Cruz, I mean, you could go right back to the well on Ellie De La Cruz. He's been that guy this year. Shout out to Ellie De La Cruz. I like him. His runs and RBIs all the way up to a bomb. Um, the LA Angels and the Yankees. Hmm. All Yankees for me, right? So a few things I want to talk about in this game. I took the Yankees on the run line. Okay, took the Yankees on the run line. I get a pitcher lean towards the Yankees. We know this Los Angeles Angels team can go on the road and muck things up. Last time Carlos Rodon seen these guys a few games ago, they were in LA, where he had 10 Ks, his highest K output this season. So I couldn't talk about his strikeouts. Prospects, you can get a solid 7 and you can get a push. So I like his strikeouts. I like his outs. Um, and I'm not even betting on any of these bats. Tyler Anderson, he's got lefty lefty splits, right? So and then we got somebody like Goldsmith, monstrous versus lefties. Um, Bellinger, lefty lefty splits, right? So this shit is gonna line up. So first and foremost, let's go with Anderson. Show you guys, right? So Tyler Anderson, I don't even looking at his game logs. I want to look at his splits. Bam. Uh, 6 home runs, 298 batting average versus lefties, right? ESPN. Let's get ESPN up here and let's check the uh, Tyler Anderson and DFS. All I did, I went out with all. I ran a Yankee stack on my lineup there. That's Stevenson. Come on, why do y'all do that to me, man? Damn, Anderson, man. You know I pushed Anderson. Where does Stevenson face come from? Damn. Okay, so Cody Bellinger, 4 for 25. Not ideal, right? But two of those four was bombs. Jazzy, a lefty, another lefty. He's got a bomb, right? Goldie smashes lefties. He's 333, batting 333 versus him. And that's about it for the usual suspects. Giancarlo Stanton, over his career, he's historically hit lefties really well. So that's just where I was at with that situation. On the road versus lefties, he's got a 381 batting average versus lefties. Three of his bombs come to lefties. Five of his bombs come to righties. Right. So he's got lefty lefty splits, reverse splits, whatever you want to call it. He's got that means he is a lefty. And he's pitching his worst versus lefties. So I will get this set up real quick. Um, Weeks, y'all can see me speed through that. Come down here, get back to the weeks. Man, drop a 3 on that motherfucker right there. Pick out my game I like to go. Oops, individually, nope. Go up here, pick out the games I would like to see, and it would be the New York Yankees, LA Angels. Boom, I will switch up to Tyler Anderson, get the pitch arsenal up there, and then we will go to left-handed. But I'll take that down first and leave the lefties up there. As you see, Tyler Anderson, red, whatever, right? Not looking good. 6 bombs versus lefties. So now I'll get his pitches up there, right? Um, Now I'll get his pitches up there. As you can see, he's not good versus lefties. He's throwing that fastball 40% of the time to lefties. I can go with the fastball if you want me to, but I don't know, right? But I could just, for the sake of this, you know what? Because I already looked at this shit, man. So I'm just going to throw up all his pitches now. Um, Austin. Mm, so at the end of the day, he's got a lefty problem, right? So Bellinger already got two bombs off him. Austin Wells, the fly ball for Austin Wells is at 50 over the course of the season versus pitch mix. Cody Bellinger's at 50. Oh, and Cody Bellinger hit a bomb yesterday, right? Okay. Trent Grisham gets a bump. Jazzy, his fly ball is up. Ben Rice fly ball is up. Jazzy fly ball is up. So at the end of the day here, yeah, right? So you already know. Um, hmm. So the lefties get a bump here. It could be one. You never know what's gonna happen here, man. You can get some Yankees that's, man. I'm hyping them up, right? But man, they better not go out there and sell, because I don't bet games, bro. I don't bet games. Then I know they got about like a 5.5 team total. I don't bet games, but this is the one that they on the 6-7 game losing streak. They got to get this one. They got to get this one. They got to get this one. They better get this one. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. The righties. Switching it over here to the righties here versus lefties. Outside of Judge, we know Goldschmidt is monstrous, right? It's 21 for 44. He's batting 477 versus this pitch mix. Three bombs, 8% K rate with a 30 fly ball. He drills lefties, bro. Like he drills them, right? Old savvy veteran, whatever the case may be. Um, last month here, Goldie is batting 316, so kind of meh, right? But the 5% K rate sandwiched in between some of those lefties and Judge, I think he's going to be okay, right? You're going to have to, he's in, he's in, he's in line to hit a lead off. And then you got Wells, and then Grisham on a wraparound. He could definitely have himself some type of game. You got to go through Goldsmith and Bellinger to get to Judge in this state, in this current state that this lineup is in right now. They thirsty. I think they get busy today, right? So, hits run, and then Judge. We don't even have to talk about Judge, but like I said, hits runs and RBIs and things like that are definitely in play, right? So, I'm looking at Goldsmith. Now, lately he's been, but all his power numbers and barrel numbers are still there. Just ain't been, in the average, he just ain't been hitting a lot. Small sample size too versus lefty, so you already know that. Um, I'm not messing with the Angels side of things here, but anybody can, you can get busy. So I'll be stringing up. I'll be stringing up a lot of things here for this game here, as far as hits, runs, and RBIs, the same game parlays, and I will be only putting the Yankees players on there. If the Yankees go down, y'all know how much I lost. I lost, not how much, but y'all know I took a L. But like I said, uh, appreciate the follow. You know who that is. Appreciate the follow, right? Appreciate the follow, man. Hey, like it, subscribe if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on X, everywhere I'm streaming simultaneously. Just give me a follow, like it. I do this every day to help the community, whatever the case may be. When we're talking about strikeouts and stuff like that, or pitching outs and things like that, I'm definitely looking at Rodon. Like I say, he gave their ass 10 last time you seen him. And this game day insights can help you, decipher through things like that. As long as you know you got your ducks in a row, you don't feel so bad when you take those L's, and you got and you in the right you following down the right road, right? So over the course of the season, this is the Angels versus this pitch mix. Now we know the Angels will strike out versus left hand pitching, right? So left hand pitching over the course of the season, I'll show you this. Number one is striking out over the course of the season, right? Last 30 days, they are number one in striking out with a 86 WRC plus versus left hand pitching. They are last 14 days, they are number one in striking out, right? With a 70 WRC plus. Uh, and like I said, when you look at what happened, Carlos Rodon versus this team, um, a few games ago, right here, where he blanked them. 7 innings pitched, 105 pitches, 21 outs, 10 strikeouts, 5 hits, 2 extra base hits, and no bombs. Right. So that's what he gave them. That was at and that was at L.A. And keep in mind, L.A. they don't hit that good at home, as good as they hit on the road. Now, like I showed you guys yesterday, um, this is on the season here. This is in general. They number one in striking out in general, but on the road they are a little bit better, right? They are a little bit better. I give them that. They are a little bit better. And when I filtered on the road for the season, on the road over the course of the season, they still number one in striking out, right? But maybe last 30 days on the road versus lefties, they probably a little bit better. Let's take a look. Nope. Last 30 days, they still striking out number one, right? But as you can see, there's only 104 plate appearances the last month. So that's pretty small on the road, but whatever. But they do have a 134 WRC plus, meaning they can go on the road and hit folks. Now I will tell you this, right? Carlos Rodon will give up bombs to righties, okay? He'll give up bombs to righties. I don't know if my chat is working. Okay, so hold on. No wonder. Because it says live chat is not working. Wait. Why? Why? I bet people trying to chat, man. Let me see something. 1 second, bro. I can't believe I'm sitting here talking and ain't nobody chatting. I know somebody chatting. Let me check this out. I feel so alone. I can't see y'all chats. Okay. Okay. So I can't see y'all chats. So Harry Potter, I see you. Love from Sacramento. What's good? What's up? Throwbacks, Europe. I see you, throwbacks. New day, new money. But for some reason, right here, it says, sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. That's a bummer. That's crazy. I need to go to, let me see if I can go to Facebook and see if my chat's working on Facebook. One second, y'all. Yo. Put in yo, see what they do. So the Facebook chat worked. See? Bang. Okay. All right. Well, YouTube chat. What I'll do is I'll keep it on YouTube so I can see y'all chats. Dang, I don't like that at all. All right. So let's see. Hold up. Let me see if I can get this. Oops. What the hell? Oh shit. The hell? The hell did I just do? Just always go fucking with some shit. Hmm. What did I just do? YouTube. I hope I didn't stop the stream, man. Did I stop the fucking stream? I better not have. Man, let me go to X real quick. See if I'm still working over here. Damn, man. It's like he didn't push some buttons, man. I think I'm still rolling on X. All right, I'm still rolling on X. I need to get back to my creator studio. Okay, there it is. All right. Yeah, I might have fixed it. About chat. All right. Throwbacks. Throw something in there for me in the chat. Let me see if it's fixed. Drop a ones and W's in the chat, man. W's in the chat. Something. while I'm getting busy right here. All right, so back to where we were, right? Rodon and Rodon, right? So yeah, so Rodon here. I'm just looking at some of his splits real quick. So he's got a 19% K rate versus lefties at home, which we won't see too many lefties. Um, I won't believe. And then on at home versus righties, he's got 30% K rate. So uh, you know, his strikeout sitting at what? I got a 7 on Prize Picks, and I just roll with that push and on 6.5 at a -140. So I guess. All right, but it's all Yankees for me. Um, it's all Yankees for me for sure, right? So I'm taking a rain check on. I'm looking for the Yankees to take out some frustration on these guys. Truth be told, um, Jackson. So I asked Jackson, give me their top home run plays. Now we do have plus EV plays and things like that on Jackson, and it's on a different tier. And I'm gonna make a video about that today. So be wary. I mean, be on point for that video. Um, Mickey Moniak, bomb. Brent Rooker, bomb. They like Judge, bomb. They like Goldsmith, bomb. They like Ellie De La Cruz, bomb. Goldsmith, Judge, Ellie De La Cruz, Mickey Moniak, and another guy from that Rockies team I like. I'll get it to you in a second. That's the next game. Told him, give me his top MLB bets for today. Minnesota Twins at Reds money line. Uh, Nationals money line. Colorado Rockies and Nationals money line. I do think Nationals get some good get back today. Angels at New York. Yankees money line. um, Kansas City at Texas Rangers, Royals money line. Baltimore Orioles at Tampa Bay, Rays money line. Okay, so I didn't look at the Rays or the Tampa Bay game. This Tampa Bay game I really want to look at because I don't know if I trust Charlie Morton, but it is what it is, right? So Moniak, Brooker, Judge, Goldschmidt, Cruz for Bomb. I can't wait to go see Rooker. That's my guy, right? So it is what it is. Rewinding it back here, going back to the lineup page, and we're on the Washington game. So Washington here, when it comes to bombs here, I do like the lefties. The lefties get a bump. We're looking at Trevor Williams, right? So Trevor Williams pitching his worst to lefties, right? We know he can give it up to lefties here. So I like McMahon and I like Moniak, and we'll take a look at him. I'm just going straight to his splits here. He's given up 7 bombs to lefties, 1 bomb to righties. He got a 363 batting average to lefties. I'll be looking at hits, runs, and RBIs and everything that come with that, right? So it is what it is. At home, he's got a 6.23 ERA. On the road, he's got a 5 ERA there. um, yeah, so that's that. He's giving it up to lefties. Going over here to game day, let's how we feel, see how we feel about these pitches and stuff like that. We'll take a look. Colorado versus Washington. I don't know what's gotten into Colorado's water or whatever the case may be, but we'll filter this to the lefties. And as you can see, Trevor Williams, the same thing we just looked at, it's right there. 7 bombs to lefties. And also Chase Dollinger has given up 7 bombs to right. So pretty much both of these teams have been pitching their worst to lefties, I'm saying. So the other lefties are in play. They don't really have to go over those guys, right? But these guys here, we're gonna look at these Colorado boys here, right? So first and foremost, Trevor Williams is throwing that fastball 50% of the time to lefties. He got 10 extra base hits and 4 bombs on that. He also has a bomb on that sweeper, that changeup, and the slider. So we'll take a look straight at that fastball. And first and foremost, yeah, we'll take a look straight at that fastball and see who likes what. So McMahon, 10 extra base hits, 5 bombs on that fastball. Fly ball is up at 32. So he likes that fastball. He loves it there. Moniak, somebody who would strike out. He does swing for the fences. Jackson likes him. 273 ISO on the season, 6 extra base hits, and 4 bombs on that fastball. His fly ball is up 41, right? So we definitely like that. I will bring it in. Uh, don't have to bring it in, but last month here, uh, look at the strikeouts, man. That's the thing. Like, damn, you got to stomach the strikeouts. You know what I'm saying? You got to stomach the strikeouts. So if we can do that, it is what it is. But Moniak's barrel rate is up on that fastball. McMahon barrel rate is up on that fastball, whatever the case may be, right? So I ain't gonna go any further. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rewind it back. I already like them anyway, right? So I'm gonna rewind it back. I'm gonna hit the full pitch mix. Off the full pitch mix, Moniak has 6 bombs. McMahon has 7 bombs. Now, I'll fast forward it to like the last 3 weeks because these guys have been hitting, right? So you see a lot of green there. You see Sam Hilliard, he's in the lineup with a 40, damn near 50% K rate, but the barrel was up, all these guys' barrels are up. So you got Hilliard, McMahon, Moniak, and Toglia in the lineup, right? And I believe, no, let's see, Moniak, McMahon, Toglia, and Hilliard. Yeah, all those guys are in the lineup, and Trevor Williams is pitching his worst versus lefties in a good environment. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they do strike out. So we want to take a look at, some of these strikeout numbers here. So, you can feel a little bit better about yourself. So at home versus lefties, he's got a 14% K rate. We're not too much worried about that. We can be, if you can be, you want to be, whatever, right? But we got a 14% K rate versus lefties. Then versus righties at home, he's got a 24% K rate, right? So I mean, it is at the end of the day, it is what it is. I wanted to, haven't pulled the trigger yet, but I wanted to get to a over here at 9.5. I probably should because when you're looking at the other side here, so right now lefties get a bump. My favorite lefties, me personally, my favorite lefty would be McMahon, then followed by Moniak, right? But you can look at them however you want to go, right? I don't bet a lot of home runs, but I do bet a lot of hits, runs, and RBIs when I expect traffic to be on the bases, right? And that's what I do. I do like traffic to be on the bases today. While we're on the subject of the lefties, you can see Chase Dollinger, he's pitching his worst versus lefties, I want to say, as well, right? He's giving up 6 bombs to righties. Damn. Then he's giving up 7 bombs to lefties. Um, he's had some tough competition, I want to say. Dollinger, let's see, Dollinger. If I'm not mistaken, last night I was looking at it. Some of his competition that he's faced. Let me see something. Let me make sure. Yeah, live chat back working. Live chat bad working. Okay. All right. So um yeah, so he's I want some of the competition that he's faced. Let's see. Atlanta, New York Mets, Miami, Arizona, Texas, Detroit, Atlanta, Kansas City, Washington, mm, San Diego, Athletics. I don't know what to think of him right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to think of them. I just want to look at it because I mean Washington has been underperforming, man. You know, and if Dollinger comes out here and have a good game, it'll be crazy, right? Man, I like it for Cincinnati. I mean, for San Francisco, I don't know what it was, man. I think they Boston was tired of them, man. So I guess sometimes you get those times, man. Sometimes you get those times. I love it for San Francisco. San Francisco got to get their shit together. When Chapman come back and Ramos got to get it together. I mean, that lineup is coming together, man. So shout out to San Francisco, man. I mean, you know. But let's take a look here. The lefties, man. So at the end of the day here, the lefties, the lefties, the lefties, both sides of the ball. That's what I'm looking at, right? You can string up your same game parlays, or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm looking at. The lefties. He's throwing that fastball 62% of the time, 7 extra base hits, 7 bombs on that, right? Um, so I'll filter this straight to the fastball. And it's the same old guys, man. But Josh Bell sold me yesterday. I think I want to go back to the well on Josh Bell. 5 home runs on this pitch, on his fastball. James Wood batting 440, 6 home runs on that fastball. Uh, as of late, though, I can bring it in as of late because they've been struggling. I'll go last 3 weeks. Josh Bell, 8 for 19, 0 bombs, but still 8 for 19 with a 101 exit velo there and a 0% strikeout rate. So you got to do something today, Josh Bell. You got to do something. CJ Abrams batting 300 on that. He's been green all season long. James Wood been green all season long on this fastball as well. James Wood, his fly ball is up. Like I said, he's throwing that fastball 62% of the time. I can really care less whatever else he's throwing, but I will put his other pitches up there. And then his other pitches up there, we'll just look at the last month. So the last month, with the rest of the pitches up there, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, mm, 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 right? So whatever. I mean, this could be one of those spots where they can try to get some get back. Now, Josh Bell still hadn't struck out in the last 2 weeks versus pitch mix. No bombs, but CJ Abrams batting 421 in this last week here with a 9% K rate. You like to see that. James Wood, last 2 weeks, 2 for 14. Garcia, 1 for 15. Some of these bats just been off, slumping, right? So we wind it back. Let's see what the lineups look like again. That's why it's important, to see what the lineups look like. Josh Bell, you know what though? Let me see something. Hollinger. I know he ain't faced none of these. Oh, he faced one of these guys. Bell got a bomb on him. Oh, okay. James Wood got a bomb on him. Probably was just one game at Coors, maybe. Probably. Because you don't forget, he does pitch at Coors, right? So let me take a look at some of this. Oh, my. He gave up 4 bombs to that leadoff spot. Damn. That's CJ Abrams. Okay, he done gave up 4 bombs to that leadoff spot, 2 to the 2 spot. That'll be uh that'll be James Wood. Garcia, who's hitting that cleanup spot? Nate Lowe. He's hot right now. Nate Lowe's been hot. So 3 bombs to that spot, 2 bombs to the 6. 1 to the 7. Where's 6? 6, 2 bombs to the 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay. Okay. So they got some okay. That's what that looks right then. Abrams, Wood, Garcia, and then Nate Lowe and Bill. That looks cool. That looks good. It's okay. 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 Mm. Maybe I need to switch up my motherfucking lineup, my fantasy lineup. Damn. Don't forget to follow, man. Hit the notifications on there and drop a like. It's all free game. I'm not an expert, but I come on here and try to help out, right? Um, hmm, damn. All right, let me go to the next game. So, Pittsburgh or Detroit here. I don't really want to mess with any Pittsburgh bats at all. We already know that. Uh, and so it was so I'll tell you, McKinstry can hit lefties, right? Baez Baez been on fire versus lefties. Torkelson, I really like him on the road versus lefties, but I like him versus lefties. Torres, yeah, yeah. Damn, today gonna be one of them days, ain't it? Damn, it could be one of them days where you just, man, I'm fucking have to be undisciplined today. Golly. Detroit. Teams, Detroit. Andrew Heaney. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So that's how they break it down for 2 games. Okay, okay. So we're gonna look at Andrew Heaney. Now, I think I went through this. Yeah, I did go through this game yesterday. Long story short, here, Zach McKinstry, he can hit lefties, but I won't be looking them for bombs. Okay, he's got 7 extra base hits on his pitch mix, and that's that for me, right? Uh, for the lefties, right? You want to get to Riley Green or something like that? Be my guest. Um, I'm more into these righties. All right. Zach McKinstry over the last 3 weeks, you don't see lefties that much. 5 for 10, right? Uh, 3 extra base hits, 10% K rate. So whatever. If you like somebody to try to get a hit, he's your guy, one of your guys, right? If you expect traffic on a basis, he's capable to get the hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay, so that's why I'm at with that situation. Now, the righties, those are the ones I'm more interested in versus Andrew Haney here. So over the course of the season versus that pitch mix, as you can see, these righties are plenty green. I can hit the home switch here. They are at home. And they get a little bit more green. Okay, a little bit more green. Now some of these guys will strike out. Gleyber Torres looks pretty good with a 5% K rate at home versus lefties in this pitch mix. Overall, in general, Gleyber Torres, Spencer Torkelson, 9 extra bases, 5 bombs. Baez, he's batting 361 versus lefties. He should be down there in that 7, 8, 9 hole. Let me see. Javi Baez sitting down there in that 8 hole back there behind McKinstry, who could probably get on. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So on a wraparound, when you got Torres, Jones and them boys up there. So, you got some little trouble all through this lineup, right? Um, it's too much for me to Winsell Perez. He just came back, I believe, and he's been looking good. Is Winsell Perez in the lineup? Yes, he's batting number 5. Oh no, they probably about to murder these boys. So, like I said, it's not always about home runs, and that's that. I mean, what the fuck you want me to say? Hits, runs, and RBIs. I love it, man. I love it. I can't spread my bankroll out all like that, but I'm gonna have to do me some parlay. I do a lot of straights, man. I'm gonna have to do me some parlays today, though. Show. Mm, 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 mm. So the last month, Perez been back for like the last month, 3 weeks to a month. Hmm. Torkelson. Hmm. Strikes out late as of late. Let me see something though. You know what? Let's see. I ain't gotta do that though. Let me go back to game day. Let me go back to 2024. Let me see something. 2024. Let me see. I don't know. I wanted to see what he was doing, man. Perez. I don't know. Whatever. So what's the righties for me? Um, Javi Baez has been on one versus lefties this season. Um, if I take the pitch mix down and just look at lefties in general, that's going to give you a good sense on how these guys been hitting lefties in general this year. Uh, so Baez in general, no pitch mix. He's batting he's batting 377. Torres 316. Jemai Jones, small sample size 429. Winslow Perez, small sample size 417. Hmm. So I would be looking at it's hard to tell, man. I mean, if I'm looking for a bomb, probably Torkelson, but anybody, Gleyber Torres, anybody can get it, man. So the righties, man, the righties are the one for me. The righties are the bats I'm looking at. Preferably Torres, Jones, Torkelson, Perez. I mean, anybody, truth be told. But we only have a 7 total here, right? And Haney, just don't know if if he can come out here and pitch good today. I don't know if he can do that. I'm wrestling with that situation. When I'm looking at Detroit, when I'm looking at Detroit here, last 30 days versus right hand pitching, they have a 139 WRC plus. Like that's pretty good. Okay. Damn. Look at Houston, 213, 128 plate appearances, but damn, that's good. They've been fucking lefties up. So Detroit, number 2 in WRC plus, they've been getting busy, bro. They've been getting busy. So we'll see if they sell or whatever, right? Uh keeping it going here. Hmm, St. Louis. I liked Herrera, Burleson, Contreras. Sometimes Gorman, as of late, Gorman looked good. But Herrera, Burleson, Contreras as of late look good. So I'll do a little rapid fire, right? A little rapid fire. Um, Chicago White Sox, St. Louis. Um, this is another 2 gamer, right? So we'll go with St. Louis versus Sean Burke, right? So Sean Burke would be the pitcher. Um, then Sean Burke here versus righties. He's given up 6 bombs versus lefties. He's given up 5 bombs, right? He's walking folks. He walks more lefties. This team, they don't strike out. St. Louis don't strike out like that, right? So first and foremost, we'll look at the righties real quick. Burke. All right. So over the course of the season, Mason Wynn and Herrera, Contreras 287, but for the most part, those guys batting 300, right? Um, Bringing it on into the last month or so. Now, I don't look at these guys for bombs like that. Every now and then, I'll take Contreras for a bomb. He's batting 300 over the last month. But a lot of these guys, ISO ain't where you want it to be and stuff like that. But they can make contact. You know what I'm saying? Little hits and shit, right? They chip at you. Ivan Herrera. So the last 2 weeks, the K percentages are down for the usual suspects. 11% for Wilson Contreras. Mason Wynn, 9. Arenado, 4. Herrera, 13. That's being pesky, right? Wilson Contreras got a 25% walk rate. Um, as you can see, no, he walks lefties more, but uh, Contreras looks pretty good the last 2 weeks. Herrera looks pretty good the last 2 weeks. So as of late, these guys looking the usual suspects pretty much look okay. The last 7 days, mm, mm. But you do have to take bad pitching into consideration. Now, as far as the lefties here, the left-hand hitters, um, the left-hand hitters, Donovan is not in the lineup. So now I'm looking at Burleson and maybe like Gorman here and there, right? But Burleson is the one that's on my radar. If I had to take one lefty, uh, 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 Burleson batting 300 last 4 weeks. Um, 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 Donovan is not in the lineup, and Gorman he's batting 455 the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So that's something interesting to look at there. Um, Gorman, last 2 weeks, 6 for 12. Burleson. So Gorman and Burleson are two guys we could look at there and take a look at the lineup. I mean, Wynn can get busy at times. Then you got Burleson, Contreras, Gorman, Herrera, right? So I look for these guys to be doing some of the heavy lifting. At times, Jordan Walker pops out. He will strike out a lot, though. But the rest of these guys pretty much don't strike out. On the White Sox, it was one guy. It was Medroff. Medroff, he looked pretty good throughout the whole way. Luis Robert looked okay at times, and I'll save a little time just going past them guys. I didn't look at the Cubs game, my Cubs. I didn't look at the Kansas City game, Kansas City. Well, I can take a look at those games in a second. But this Blue Jays game here, we got an over under 8.5 in this spot. Um, Anytime you get these, let me refresh this. Anytime you get those boys here, anytime you get those, hey Sonny, I told you, boy, you see your school plays third in baseball, man, in the state, man. Your school plays third in baseball in the state, man. Straight up. And you don't want to play. It's all good. You're on somewhere, man. New boy, Lars, Lars New boy. Let's see. Right here. So lately, New Bar has been down. He's in the lineup though. He's 2 for 15 versus pitch mix in the last week there. But anything can happen. Sean Burke, 15% walk rate, 5 bombs. Sierra's up. K percentage is around 20. Not too alarming. His batting average is pretty much down versus lefties though. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take a good. I mean, I ain't gonna say gonna take good, but a lefty can get at him though. I can't. But New Bar right here. And then I'll take a look at New Bar over the course of the season. 5 bombs. Just as of late, New Bar just its average is down. Mm. Let me go last 6 weeks. New bar. So new bar averages down this year, this season. What I will do for you, if that makes you feel better, I will take the pitch mix down. I'll take the pitches down and see how new bar has been versus lefties in general. So versus lefties in general, Newt Bar, it's got 6 bombs. Exit velo looks okay. Um, fly ball is around 30, but mm, how about last year, New Bar? I think New Bar was better versus lefties last year. Let's see, 2024, New Bar, around the same, right? Around the same. 23 extra base hits, 10 bombs. The extra base hits and you know, 10 bombs. So, you know, I guess he wasn't really on my radar. He's definitely a professional MLB player, so anything can happen, right? Um, but where was I heading to? I was heading to Baltimore, not Baltimore. I was heading to Arizona. Now, shout out to Toronto yesterday, right? Uh, nice read. They cashed the play for me. So I don't bet a lot of games. This one here is a little bit different, right? So Ryan Nelson, what is it, 11:25? What time is it? 11:25, 40. I already took hits, runs, and RBIs for Ellie De La Cruz. You know what? I'm gonna take this game getting ready to come. I'm taking hits, runs, and RBIs for Buxton too, man. At 2.5. So bear with me 1 second. Mm, get it at plus 100. That's crazy, man. It's all good though. I'm gonna take Buxton and Ellie De La Cruz at 2 hits, runs, and RBIs a piece. That'll give me plus 160 on yes, I mean what is this shit? Bet 365. I'm going to the Washington Nationals game, and I'm taking damn. I am taking um I'm doing a parlay in this one. I'm doing Ryan McMahon, Nathaniel Lowe, CJ Abrams. I don't know if I'm constructing this right. I'm gonna stick with them three right there. I want to put Moniak in there too. Fuck it, I'll put Moniak in there too. At 1.5. What up, Ed? What's up? What's up, Ed? For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Benson. I mean, he's in play. He's in play. I don't know if I'm going there though. They're in play. I'm just not betting on everybody, bro. I got a lot of people to bet on today. Um, I like Buxton, Wallner, Eddie De La Cruz. Benson is definitely in play. He's due actually. McLean looked okay too, man. McLean looked okay. He might go down there and wreck something. No, no. I'm taking those four. You talking about? Oh no. Um, Buxton. I couldn't talk. Buxton and Elliot of the Cruz. I'm taking a. So what I did for Buxton, I took Buxton for two hits, runs, and RBIs, and I parlayed that with Ellie De La Cruz for two hits, runs, and RBIs. Right. Then I played Buxton three hits, runs, and RBIs, and I plan Ellie De La Cruz three hits, runs, and RBIs. Right. One home run equals three hits, runs, and RBIs. So you know, I just hope for they to hit for them to hit that. Um, and then I'm gonna take. I took Buxton, Walner, and Cruz for one hit, run, and RBI, and they came out to plus 105. This New York Yankees game right here, man, I love this. I love the Yankees side here. These boys better not sell me. They better not sell me, bro. They better not. Right? And I always do like a little fun parlay with all the bats that I like. Most of them, I'll take them for like one HRR, one hits, runs, and RBIs. So I'll take CJ Wood, Josh Bell, Moniak, and McMahon, Goldie, Judge, um, damn Stanton, damn, this is crazy work. Grisham down there, in that eight, in that nine hole, he might hit a bomb. He might hit a bomb. Hmm. Man, that Blue Jays, man, like man, mm, Roger, Vladdy, because versus a righty, Arizona versus a righty, a mug, man. They versus lefties, I bet against them versus lefties. Okay, I'm gonna just man, that there started to look scary. Jazz is in play. All the lefties in play, bro. All the lefties in play. So Goldsmith is my number two righty behind Judge. Then Stanton. That's the righties. But Bellinger is damn. It's hard to rank these motherfuckers because Bellinger got reverse splits and Anderson got reverse splits. So Bellinger is better versus lefties, and because he's a lefty, and then Anderson is worse versus lefties. That's a that's a match made in heaven, right? I ain't gonna say in heaven, but man, I won't be surprised if Bellinger take his ass yard. Goldsmith got the ability to take him yard. Judge is judge. Stanton over his career, he's hit lefties, man. Stanton, and I know he's looking for that first bomb, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But if you look at Stanton's career, uh, splits here, career, um, he's batting 278 off lefties in anywhere, right? He's got 100 bombs and to lefties and 300 to righties. But at the end of the day, Stanton's hitting lefties for his career better than he's hit righties. In Jazz, I think Jazz has lefty lefty splits as well, right? Versus this pitch mix he does, I know that, and he's got a bomb off him as well. So Jazz, he hits better at home. He's batting 298 at home. He's been hurt too, but um, he is batting 400 at home versus lefties. So he gets a bump. He gets a bump, and the pitcher's pitching is worse to lefties. So um, damn, I got my fantasy lineup too, man. Shit, that game is getting ready to start in 5 minutes. I gotta recheck my fantasy lineup. Hold up. My fault, y'all. I had to run my kids to the dentist this morning. Just all types of stuff, man. And work. All this shit is weird as hell. I ran a on my fantasy. I ran a stack. I ran a New York stack. Uh, Goldsmith, Marte, McMahon, Baez, Bellinger, Grisham in that 9 hole. Stanton, Barger, Baez, McMahon. Second base, I got Marte in there, but I don't know, man. Might take Marte out, but that's gonna be somebody for the later games. So I guess I'll leave that right there. Kind of scared I don't have any Washington players in there. Man, I probably should stick. Damn, he don't play that position. Jazz hitting 5. All right, well, no, I ain't done. Dang, man. Um, I'm running the Yankees. Don't fail me now, but I'm finna run a stack on their ass. Uh, Goldie. I just took Goldie 3 hits, runs, and RBIs. Taking Bellinger 3 hits, runs. I'm gonna take an L today, or I'm gonna hit him decent today. Bellinger 3 hits, runs, and RBIs. Um, uh, Goldsmith and Bellinger 3 hits, runs, and RBIs. Get Bellinger 3 hits, runs, and RBIs for plus 145. Paul Goldsmith at plus 120. Um, Jazz 2 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus minus 105. I'll take that. And then Grisham, I'm gonna take his 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. All these straights, though, I can't really do a lot of parlays, but all these straights, I'm gonna have to do some parlays, but all these straights, 2 hits, runs, and RBIs for Grisham, you'll get that at plus 135. And then I guess I'll do a little lay here, which I'm gonna take Judge. Judge been slumping. I'll leave his ass off. He gonna hit a bomb. Watch. His number's just so damn high. I'll take Goldsmith, Cody Bellinger. I'm gonna just stack them up, man. Jazz, Grisham. I'm gonna stack them up. Come on now, be nice to me these first games. Be nice to me. Josh Bell. I let them games start, man. I guess you can't hit the big money if you don't go for it, right? I could do a round robin, home run round robin, and I'll tell y'all what I who I'm take. Ellie, McMahon, mm, mm, mm. Bellinger. For the games that I looked at, I'm gonna take Ellie, McMahon, Bellinger, Torkelson, Addison, Barger, round robin, and parlay. They moved Ellie De La Cruz, so I'm gonna have to go back in here and add Ellie De La Cruz because that game must have just started. But I still want him on there. I'm gonna have to wait a couple seconds to lock that in and let that sink in. Um, the Toronto side of things. Um, right. So Toronto. So the thing with Toronto was, we know they don't strike out much, and Ryan Nelson, uh, versus lefties, he's throwing that fastball 62% of the time. So I'll get that fastball up there. And I mean, probably I was looking at Barger, man. You know, especially as of late, I put him in my home run parlay. He's only given up like I think like two bombs to lefties, but last month 8 for 22, three bombs, six extra base hits, 545 ISO, 52 fly ball, 13 barrel rate. Uh-oh, what the hell just happened already? I bet you that was Buxton. That was Buxton. Oh, it is. Dang, man. That was the three hits, runs, and RBIs though. So shout out to him for that. What up, J Mac? What up, J Mac? Shout out to Buxton for that. But Buxton gets hot. It ain't like, I should jump for joy for that shit because we know Buxton is a beast, right? You just better make sure you got him. You know, I was just gonna put Ellie down, so I could go put Ellie down. Damn, that would be so busy, man. Let's see, I gotta put Ellie down now. Or and you could go back and take Buxton for two. You can. You should. I ain't gonna lie. You should. I just hit his runs and RBIs, but I can go back and take his runs and RBIs for a little bit more, or take him for a bomb, another bomb. So I got Ellie Cruz in there, and I round robin that and parlayed that and round robin that by threes, a 5 leg. And I'm going back to his hits, runs, and RBIs, which would be Buxton. Um, I could get 5 at minus 130. So I'm gonna take that. Run that little change I just run that right back, right? One home run is 3 hits, runs, and RBIs. That's why I like Bet365. They notify your ass right away. Soon as you soon as you cash a play, they notify you. So Barger, I like Barger. Damn, I didn't have Buxton in my fantasy lineup. What was I thinking? Damn. Barger last 4 weeks, 52 fly ball, 13% K rate. Um, yeah, right. Last 2 weeks here. Um, that's only on the fastball though. Last 2 weeks here, Barger, 4 for 8 with a bomb. Fly ball still high. Tyler Heeman hit his hits, runs, and RBIs yesterday. That was good money right there. But like I said, this is just the fastball, right? So I will flip Ryan Nelson, get the rest of the pitches up there. In fact, I'll just leave it at the last 30 days, right? So last 30 days versus this pitch mix, his fly ball still around 40-ish. But these guys at home, though, that's the thing. When I flip the home switch, some of these guys get a little bit better, right? So, get a little bit better. And it more so applies to the righties. More so applies to the righties. Okay. So speaking of righties, I will go to the right. So I like Barger already. And we'll go to the righties here where Ryan Nelson gave up 2 bombs to righties. He's got a 22% K rate. On the road versus righties. The walk percentage is, a little bit walks a little bit more people on the road. So Ryan Nelson is throwing to righties. He's throwing that fastball 61% of the time, and I will filter that out. He struck out Walner and Castro. I like Castro. He struck out Walner and Castro. All right, so this is over the course of the season here, right? Some of these guys, George Springer, strike out a little bit, but the rest of these guys, they don't even strike out. That's what makes them dangerous, especially once they get hot. Okay. At home, I can put the home switch on them. Toronto will be at home, and at home, they they green as hell. So keep that in mind. And this is over the course of the season, right? So you get the team, they're not striking out, and they're gonna give you a chance, type of shit, right? Gonna give you a chance. Okay. So last month, Vladdy ain't struck out versus this pitch mix the last month. 7 for 23, but it is what it is. And these guys not striking out much. Just keep that in mind. Um, George Springer, average is down, but the barrel's still up. He's one of those guys that are just smack one. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Buxton hit that bomb, that leadoff bomb. That's back-to-back games with leadoff bombs for Buxton. So and then like I say, at home, um, hmm, so you see, yeah, they hit a little bit better at home. They hit a little bit better at home. This is over the course of the last month versus this pitch mix. Oh, I'm sorry, versus this fastball. This is just the fastball. So at home, these motherfuckers hadn't even struck out versus this fastball at home. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now keep in mind, he's throwing that fastball 61% of the time. So we're gonna see how this gonna plan out, right? They like the fastball, and that's where I'm at with that situation. You have to decipher what you want to do. Now, last month with this full pitch mix, this is the full pitches. Uh, these are the full pitches here, just in general, right? This is full pitch here, just in general, full pitch mix, and they not striking out. Now, some of the averages and wobas and isolated powers are down, but when I put the home switch on there now, home switch, they turn back green at home. So at the end of the day, they at home, they hit right hand pitching better at home. Um, it's what you want me to say, right? What you want me to say. So Kirk 7 for 9 at home, so on and so forth, right? Toronto been hitting righties at home. Okay, that's all I can put to it now, and it's a lot of them right there. So I don't know how I don't know how it's going to work out. Hopefully, it works out pretty good. Um, the Arizona side. Anytime Arizona going up against the righties, you know they're gonna look green. You know they're gonna be green. You know they're gonna be green as hell, right? So especially those lefties. We'll take a look at the lefties. So Gosman versus lefties in general is giving up 7 bombs. He's got a 23% K rate. At home versus lefties, of those 7 bombs, he's giving up 5 of those bombs at home, and his K rate went up a little bit at home. So he's pitching versus lefties a little bit better at home, but the barrel rate is there, right? So he's giving up barrels. What is he throwing? He's throwing the fastball 53% of the time. He's giving up 8 extra base hits and 6 bombs. So I need to go look and see Gosman. I need to go look and see who he's faced and whatever on his team. Randall Gritchick's got a bomb. He's pitched good versus the rest of these guys. He looked like he owned Cattell Marte. He's 2 for 22. Um, Pavin Smith, 4 for 12. Eugenio Suarez does not have a bomb versus him. He's 4 for 19. He's batting 200 and whatever, right? Ain't no telling when these games were, when the last time they seen him, and none of that shit. So don't take too much. I don't take too much into that. But he's throwing that fastball 53% of the time. And what I will do is single out that fastball and see what that do. Now, Corbin Carroll, 8 bombs, 15 extra base hits, 28% K rate, 5 ballers up, all that, right? This is just the fastball alone. Cattell Marte, 438, 7 extra base hits, 6 bombs, 9% K rate. You love to see that. Naylor, all these guys. Now, I want to flick the away real quick on this fastball. How do they do on the road? Some of these guys averages go down, but some of these guys still look the same. So they really like the fastball. When it comes to Marte, Pavin Smith, Josh Naylor, and Carroll, these guys like the fastball. Thing about Carroll, he's got a 35% K rate and he's batting 400. Like, wow. You know, Pavin Smith. Now you get Marte, you got 5 extra base hits, 4 bombs, batting 500, and not striking out. That's what you want. Same thing with Josh Naylor. So these guys can be deadly. That's over the course of the season. I don't think I have to go, but lately they probably been down lately. I ain't gonna lie. Lately, Pavin Smith, Perdomo, Naylor 300. Okay, whatever, right? Smaller sample size, but y'all get the drift. Bring it back, put the full pitch mix up there, and the splitter and the slider. Carroll strikeouts come down a little bit on those pitches. Marte pretty much stagnant. Last month, Marte, Carroll. I mean, Naylor it deserves to be in the conversation. On the road here, last month, Marte 5 for 7, 3 bombs. In the last month, on the road, Marte 3 bombs, 5 for 7. Same, pretty much. Corbin Carroll on the road. Man, what about at home? I just want to see something. On the road. So that's where they've been. Let me see. General, WRC plus. Arizona 12, 23% K rate 12. WRC plus in general. Last 30 days. On the road, last 30 days. Arizona, they fall to 15th. So that just tells me there's better road teams out there. Look at Cincy right there. New York Mets on the road. Okay. Just wanted to see. Just wanted to see. What about that's 14 days. Okay, 102. Still average. All right, well. Hmm. Marte, Carroll, Pavin Smith. Don't want to overthink things here. I don't. But I have been chasing Marte for certain props, and he just ain't been proper. And he's still been green as fuck. So I'm probably what I'm end up doing is stop taking them for bombs. It's hard for me to gauge what I want to do here. It just looks like a parlay situation. I ain't even gonna lie. A lot of that green sometimes it just be too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? But it's there. We got it over under 8.5 in there. Maybe if I'm betting a side there, maybe it would be the over or nothing. That sounds pretty good there. I would I would imagine. We have team totals of Diamondbacks at 3.5 and 4.5 for Toronto Blue Jays. Um, I look like if I'm betting a side in this one, look like it's going to be the over or nothing here. And I mean, maybe like some hit parlays or something like that. I mean, whatever I can get to. I ain't gonna lie. There's too many. It's too much green there. It's too much green there. Maybe some hits, runs, and RBIs parlays, something like that. There's too much green there on both sides for me to. Barger, I took him for a bomb, right? I took him for a bomb, not straight though. I threw him in my parlay, but it's a lot of green going on there. The righties, same old song, right? It's just this team can hit right hand pitching. You know. Let me see. Suarez got 9 bombs. You know he can get hot. What is he throwing? He's throwing a fastball 60% of the time to righties. Mm. So I know Suarez likes that. Quite sure he does. Suarez got 8 bombs on that shit, man. 8 bombs on that fastball. Lourdes Uriel not striking out. Okay, so what about lately? I think that's where Uriel pops at. Marino 5 for 7 on his fastball as of late. Who's in this lineup? Let me refresh this. Arizona still ain't got their lineup out. Texas running a opener. Davis in that 3 hole. San Francisco don't know what they want to do, but they start line up. It'll be San Francisco or nothing for me in this spot. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. All right, well. Mm. All right, well, I'll get the rest of the pictures up there. And we'll pretty much start off from right here. Um, the last month. See what's been going on. I'll add the slider in there just in case. Mm. They don't like that slider, boy. They don't like that slider. This strikeouts got red as hell. I take that slider down. Let's see. Damn, look. Marino's at a 12% K rate. Boy, when you add that slider in there, watch what Marino go from a 12% K rate to a 33% K rate. Like, he don't not like that slider. Mm. Suarez, Suarez at 42. If he can neutralize some of these righties, you have to depend on some of those lefties. Just judging by what I just looked at, though, like, mm, who has enough, right? It's for some reason it still feels like Toronto got enough, or Toronto got more to beat them. Some reason. So if I was taking a side, it would probably be Toronto or nothing. I ain't even gonna lie. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. But man, it's kind of fishy. It's a fishy game. And then the bullpen, right? That's the deciding factor. The Arizona bullpen is bad. So you could also look at a Toronto Blue Jays team total. Um, and I would probably take Toronto Blue Jays team total before I take anything. So it probably would be the team total, man, because their bullpen ain't good. All right, the usual suspects in this game, though, some hit parlays. That's what I'm looking at this game for. Anybody can go boom, so whatever. Um, Next game here we'll be looking at would be. I've been going for an hour and a half. I want to take a look at that Dodgers game. Disappointed. Seemed like the Padres and Dodgers been playing forever now. I'm ready for that series to be over. Shout out to Pajes and Muncie getting their HRRs last night. Sanchez Cabrera. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward. I want to look at this. I want to look at this Baltimore game. and I want to look at this Houston game. Okay. Um, and the other games, I'm just gonna have to look at behind the scenes. I ain't gonna lie. Tyler Stevenson, Steer, Friedel. Yeah, this game probably gonna go over. What did Ellie? Did he strike out? No. Okay. Charlie Morton, Drew Rasmussen. I don't know if I trust Charlie Morton. I don't. He went up there and had 10 Ks versus the Angels. You see how Angels strike out. 7 Ks versus the White Sox, 5 versus the Athletics. Iron runs. Mm, mm. So as of late, he's given up. Mm. So his last what? His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. He's given up. He ain't pitched a lot in some of those games. Mm. More than 3 runs once. He started off shaky as hell. The first four. Then and then the first five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he started off shaky. Then he wasn't pitching that many innings here. 3.2, 2.1, 1.11 inning, 4, and then 2, and then 3, and then they say, fuck it. Well, we'll let you work your way back on up. 4, 6, 6, 2. As soon as he started giving up runs, they pulling him. That's what it looked like. 5 innings there. So he's a guy that if you think he's going to get hit, you take the under on his pitching outs. So let's see if we think he's going to get hit. Straight up. I think he's going to get hit in this ballpark. Tampa Bay, you see what they did yesterday? Jesus Christ. I'm glad I bet money lines on 365 because they give your ass they give you you the five you five you go up five you automatically win. 5 home runs to lefties, 5 homes to righties, pitches worse to righties. They will be on the road. Where he's got a 7.97 ERA on the road versus righties, 250 on the road versus lefties, 342. So it is what it is with that situation. Mm. On the road versus lefties, he got a 6.7 xFIP, 2.67 WHIP. Shit. On the road versus lefties. All right, that's where we going. On the road versus lefty. Excuse me. Versus lefties on the road. Ooh, that's some of the reddest shit I've ever seen here, man. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Wow. The K percentage is at 21. That ain't gonna help. Okay. Morton, huh? Mm. Brandon Lowe. Might have been a game. He was 0 for 4. And ain't no telling how long ago this was. How about Christopher Morel yesterday? Keep an eye out on him. Hmm. He's throwing fastball getting hit. Curveball, five extra base hits, one bomb on the curveball. Change up. I ain't even gonna single out that pitch. Matter of fact, you know what? Yes, I am. Tampa Bay. Now, I know that Brandon Lowe likes that fastball. Let me see that curveball. Two for 14, one bomb of the two, 30% K rate. Wow. Yikes. Aranda, 5 for 10. So Aranda, we got to watch Aranda with 10% K rate. What about at home, though? Day splits matter for sure. Aranda, 4 for 7 at home. He was 5 for 10, but 4 for 7 at home. So yeah, not striking out. Miranda, he's on the radar. He's on the radar. Magnum, he on the radar right now. Magnum is he's in the lineup. Okay. Miranda's definitely on the radar right now. Um, take that curveball down. Put that fastball up there. Ooh, Miranda. Ah, ha, ha, ha. He will strike out, but man, he likes that curveball. He likes that fastball. Brandon Lowe loves the fastball. He loves it. He loves it there. He will strike out right there. What about at home though? They in the force. Aranda, Meisner, Lowe, Meisner. Okay, okay. So what else is he throwing? The changeup, curveball. Let's get them all in there. Brandon Lowe will strike out. Meisner will strike out. Randa's been 382, 310 for Brandon Lowe. Okay, okay. Magnum down here, batting 390 with no bombs, but he's got 11% K rate. I don't, who's projected? Magnum projected right there, right there. Okay, we'll see. Okay. Um, about at home. Okay. Brandon Lowe, 7 of his bombs came at home. Aranda 1. He's batting 415 at home. Meisner 300 at home. Okay. Let's bring it on in. Last month. Josh Lowe, 4 for 30. Yee. Brandon Lowe, 15 for 47. Four of those bombs came within the last month. Barrel rate is there. Something just cashed. Something just cashed. Something's just cashed. That was probably Larnick. Ooh, Buxton too. Oh my God. I took his runs and RBIs. I said take that second bomb, man. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. That second bomb would have been about plus 290 ish. Ah. No. Yes, sir, J Mac. He's another one of them straight up. Mm, mm, mm. Magnum. What's this? At home? Let's see. Last month at home, Magnum 4 for 9. He's been high. Brandon Lowe 238. Aranda. Okay. Magnum's last 2 weeks ain't struck out. Batting 500. Taylor Walls, if he's in the lineup, he ain't striking out. Um, Aranda strikeouts look fine. Brandon Lowe, his strikeouts look fine last 2 weeks. What about at home? Mm-hmm. Guys look good at home. Guys look good in general. As of late, last 7 days, everybody working, right? Pretty much. We'll see. That's the lefties. Okay. So look at the righties here. Charlie Morton. He's throwing curveball, sinker. He's got 3 bombs on that curveball. Let me take a glance at that curveball. Mm, okay. How about get the rest of them pitches up there? Andy Diaz, 6 bombs. Caminero, 8 bombs. Hmm. At home, Caminero batting 400 at home. With six of his 8 bombs came at home. Okay. Christopher Morel at home. Okay. What about lately? Caminero in general. 5 of those bombs in the last month. Oh shit. They finna get him. They getting him. What is Rays 135 money line? We'll see. Team props. 4.5 for Tampa Bay Rays. I plus money. I like it. After what they did yesterday. Shit. But what they've been scoring though at home, that's that ballpark, man. The ballpark produces runs. Last 2 weeks, Yandy Diaz 9 for 19, 2 bombs, 9% K rate. Junior Caminero 2 bombs. Average is a little bit lower, but the barrel rate is there. The fly ball is there, and the K percentage is down. Christopher Morel, the barrel has been there for him. Fly ball is up. Wouldn't be surprised if Christopher Morel go deep today. Straight up, he hot. He's kind of warm right now. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes deep today. Yandy Diaz 4 for 8 last 7 days. Uh, okay. So again, you got a few lefties, a few varieties here. I couldn't talk you off a team total over here. Um, if you really wanted to get to it, but bats are in play. Yandy, Junior, um, um, uh, Aranda, and Brandon uh, Morel at home look good at home. So looking at the lineup here, you'll get Brandon, Randy, Aranda, Caminero, Magnum look good at times. We'll see. Have to see what the lineup's going to look like, though. I will. On the other side here, taking a look at Baltimore, and they'll be facing Drew Rasmussen, Rasmussen. Shout out to Ramon Laureano, hit that bomb yesterday. Really liked him yesterday. Um, Rasmussen, um, hmm, 3 bombs to righties to lefties, 5 bombs to lefties, 25% K rate. It's got decent K rate on them. 50% ground ball rate. Hasn't faced Baltimore this year. Given up more than 3 earned runs twice. Solid. I give the pitching lean towards Tampa Bay for sure. He's got a 2.55 ERA at home. Somehow he's got a 2 ERA at home. And like I said, 5 home runs to lefties and 3 home runs to righties. Uh, he looks pretty good. Asmussen looks pretty good. Higher K rate. No, well, whatever. Um, he's pretty good versus these guys. Small sample size in spots. Trout hit a bomb. Oh my god. Mm. Look at me checking my shit like I can do something about it. But what's the name hit a double though? Let's go. Paul Goldsmith, let's get busy. Let's get busy. Come on. Bellinger with a bomb right behind him. Watch. 2-run smash. I'm here to see it. Oh, the Yankees finna get these boys today. Come on. All I'm waiting on this 2-run smash. Don't walk. Come on with this 2-1 smash, Belly. Rodon will give up a bomb to a righty in a heartbeat. Little mothers. You better not let this boy strike you out. My phone case is broke, man. Um, Rasmussen is throwing what? Bellinger singled. Okay, let's get this party started. They gonna Judge. Judge been so broke. Judge liable to hit 2 home runs today, man. Damn, I should have took Judge RBIs. I don't know what I was thinking about. Fuck. Um. Okay, so home runs. Randall Hearn. What is he throwing? Drew Rasmussen is throwing the fastball. Hmm. Is that Rasmussen? Yeah, that is Rasmussen. He's throwing that fastball 49% of the time. Mm. And it's getting hit. Randall Hearn got 6 bombs on that fastball in a 7% K rate. Gunnar Henderson hitting that fastball. How about on the road? Gunnar Henderson 438. Gunnar Henderson on the hit streak. That motherfucker struck out swinging. Judge. On the road, Ryan Hearn got a 2% K rate on that fastball. Bring it in. Gunnar Henderson last 3 weeks, 8 for 17 on that fastball. Randall Hearn last 2 weeks, 2 for 15. Not striking out, but just not hitting right now on that fastball. Gunner. Gunner been balling as of late on the road and everything. One one. What happened? Force out. Bellinger out of second. Uh, Goldsmith scores. Minnesota Twins scoring. That game's going over by a long shot. That Cincinnati game. Mm-mm. Look at these righties real quick. Mariano. Mariano. Um, he's throwing that sinker and that cutter. These righties like that sinker. Lariano ain't striking out on that sinker. Urias batting 400 on that sinker. Hmm. What about on the road? Nobody strike out on that sinker on the road. Boy, do they like that sinker, boy. That's on the road. Mm-mm. Can they hit Rasmussen today? What the hell? Rasmussen, 3 bombs to righties, 18% K rate. How about at home? Looking good. He gonna have to pitch today. Let me refresh this lineup just to see if we get a lineup in there. You have to take pitching into consideration. And I don't know, man. Yeah, I ain't put the rest of the pitch mixes up in there, man. But that motherfucker sinker. Let me see who projected. Loriano right there. Westberg. Some of these righties look good. Carlson is in there. Some of them righties look good. I ain't finna lie. But that's just that sinker there. I know they probably go to shit when I look at this other pitch. This cutter. A lot of people like cutters. Let's see about them. Mm, Small sample size. They've been hitting it though. Small sample size. All right, let's get the rest of the pitches back up there again. Loriano. I have interest in Loriano. Gary Sanchez as well. Let's bring it in. Loriano not striking out, man, with off this pitch mix. That's I be betting on him. Westberg, mm, he sold me yesterday. Urias, okay. On the world. Mm, Last 2 weeks in general. Mm, in this ballpark. Mm, Westberg 3 bombs, 23 barrel rate. Loriano 2 bombs. Mm. I wonder if we could sneak out of over here. I wonder. I don't I get a picture lean towards Tampa Bay. Twins going upside their motherfucking head right now. I get a picture lean towards Tampa Bay. Clemens hit a bomb. What inning is this? Third. Let me go in here and try to live better total real quick. My fault, y'all. 1 second. See where they got these totals sitting at. Mm, 16 and a half. What about team total? 10 and a half for Minnesota, 5.5 for Cincy. Mm. I'm gonna fall back. Damn. I'm gonna fall back. What do we got here? We have an over under of 8.5 here. Favored it to the under. And then we got, what about the team total? 3.5 for Baltimore. 4.5 for Tampa Bay. Undecided. I like Loriano. I like Gunner. I can't talk you off O'Hearn. I like Loriano and Gunner though. Loriano and Gunner. But the pitching, man, this guy's pretty good, man. He's pretty good. So I could probably, I don't know. If I had to bet on bats, I would be betting on first and foremost, uh I'll be betting on Tampa Bay's bats. If I had to bet on these bats, it would be probably it would be a Gunner, Loriano, probably Mountcastle and I mean Westberg and now Gunner, Loriano and O'Hearn for hits or something like that. Lean team total over for Tampa Bay. Last game I'm gonna touch on is going to be this Houston game, man. Straight up. We got an over under 10 and a half in this game. This is a game where I expect runs to runs to be traffic to be on the bases here. And that's where we got it. That's the deal. So we're gonna look at this one here. We got Gordon, we got Lopez. A lot of people, a lot Jackson likes Rooker here. So we're gonna see, right? We're gonna find out today. Athletics in Houston. Houston's been a freight train. Colton Gordon versus righties. Um, got a 300 batting average, 260 ISO, 6 bombs. Mm, 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 mm. Right. Uh, in this ballpark, ooh, on the road, 1 bomb, no walks, batting average 300 to lefties. Okay. No, no, right, right. I'm sorry, to right, right. I'm sorry. So, let's get these guys up here. Athletics up here. I'm probably gonna tell you right now. I'm taking the over in this one. We're gonna see. 10.5. You got to be taking the over. Sinker, sweeper, changeup, fastball. I'm gonna throw all that shit over there. I'm not gonna single out anything. Um, Lefties. Now we do know they supposedly hit lefties. We do know that, right? As you can see, some of the usual suspects here. Rooker, 293, 2 bombs. The K percentage is what's really I like that. Jacob Wilson, I'm gonna like Jacob Wilson for sure. At home, Jacob Wilson 414, Anajar 474, Langoliers 450, and 330 for Rooker. Small sample size because they don't see a lot of lefties, right? But you know, that's what we dealing with. I'm be definitely looking at these boys right here, and preferably Wilson and Rooker. Um, Smaller sample size though, right? So even if I bring it into the last month or so, Rooker 444, 8 for 18, 9% K rate. Last month, Jacob Wilson not striking out. So, those two definitely I'll be looking at home, 500 for Wilson, 500, 545 for Rooker. You get the deal. You get it. You get it. Y'all get it, right? Okay. So, yeah, right? Does that mean they're gonna go out there and go crazy? That don't mean that. But we all we got is what we can work with, and that's the numbers. Um, Lately, 2 for 8, whatever, 1 for 7, whatever. Um, it is what it is, right? They don't see a lot of lefties. I probably wouldn't be bet on any lefties here versus him. He's throwing a sinker 50%, followed by a fastball and a slider. Versus lefties, he's been okay for whatever he's been pitched. He's been okay. Damn, he's been okay. But I'll be looking at these righties for sure. JJ Bleday, he's somebody I would consider. Lawrence Butler, they motherfucker will strike out. You see that? Hurts. Mm. I don't never bet Lawrence Butler versus lefties. I don't never bet him versus lefty. Damn, Anderson scored again. Who is another bomb? Adele. So what's the strikeouts looking like? He got 3 Ks, 24. All right, keep on striking the ass out. Get this last strikeout. All right, I'm gonna pause right there. Let me see something though. Minnesota, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Tampa Bay. Mm. That motherfucker been sitting lefties down. All right, I guess. And then we got Lopez. Oh, Lopez is a lefty. Oh no, they about to tear this boy a new lining. I know it's a small sample size, but all the lefties. Houston got a 200 WRC plus versus lefties. That's the last 14 days. But what about on the season? Houston number one in WRC plus versus lefty. Small sample size though, very small sample size. They probably got the least sample size. Yeah, 375. They got the least sample size versus lefty. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, all right, well, Houston be running out them righties, man, and they got this kid, man. Mm, uh, what's that boy's name? Hold on, let me see something. Let's see. Gavin Lux hit the bomb. Gavin Lux hit a bomb. I ain't got enough time. All right. So small sample size over the course of the season, right here, as you can see. Cam Smith, though, man, this boy here, uh, these motherfuckers been hitting lefties pretty good whenever they see him. Myers, Diaz, Pena, Cam Smith. Mm. I haven't seen a ton of them though, man. On the road, that's a lot of green there, man. That's a lot of green. Pena betting almost 500 in general. So in the last month, I mean, it's a bunch of green, but they only seen like two and three and six and seven plate appearances, man. Historically, over the years, they've always hit lefties better. But like I said, this is a very small sample size, very small. But if you know, they've been hot. They've been very hot. Uh, what about what the totals looking like? 5.5 for Houston, 4.5 for Athletics. Now, on the athletic side, truth be told, I like Wilson, I like Rooker, but the rest of the guys I don't like them as much as I like them. I don't. When I looked at the lefties, I never target Butler versus lefties, but he looked okay, but he will strike out. His strikeouts was red as hell. So, and they got a 4.5 team total. Um, but I don't know the way Houston been playing, they can damn near get up on overs by themselves. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So if I'm betting on them again, probably gonna be some hit parlays and stuff like that. Altuve's been on fire. It's a lot going on here. A lot. Uh, it's a lot going on here. So Pena, Myers, Smith, Altuve, Diaz. I mean, what do you want me to say, man? What you want me to say? Look at all that. I don't even know who you would even go with. Look at Cam Smith with that barrel rate. Damn. Single, double, home run, fly out, double, fly out. Striker walk in home run. Hmm. Small sample size versus lefties, but I guess. Jeremy Pena. Single home run. Home run. Gonna have to do some parlays and stuff, man. I'm gonna have to. And that number, last time I checked, it was minus 130 for the money line here. And now it's minus 135. Fishy line, I'm not gonna get involved with it. What is this? 216. We've been going at it for 216. I'm gonna pump my brakes right there. Right? I'm gonna put my brakes right there. Didn't look at the Dodgers game. Didn't look at the Mets game. Neither did I look at Philly. These second games, not looking at those second games. I like I like the San Francisco Giants here. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. Um, don't know how I feel about this Arizona game. Maybe lean towards team total over for Toronto Blue Jays at home. Didn't look at my Cubs game here. Um, let's go over here to the bats. So, um, a lot of these bats, these geese games are on already. So, um, what is he doing in that Washington game? Not a goddamn thing. Mm-mm-mm. Both of these teams suck. Rockies is sucking again. Two strikeouts for Beck, one strikeout for Goodman. McMahon up to plate at the up to bat right now. I need McMahon to knock this motherfucker out the park. All right. Preferably these righties. This game is in delay, so if we're looking at this game here, Detroit, if they get a chance to play it good, Detroit or nothing. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. McKinstry, I look at them for hits. Torkelson hits all the way up to a bomb. Torres can get a bomb out there. Baez been hitting lefties pretty good. You could look at him for a hit, all the way to a bomb, something like that. Ivan Herrera, Burleson, Contreras as of late, Gorman as of late. Those guys look fine. Like I said, I was looking at Meadroff. He was looking okay. Oops. But I'm not betting on him. I'm not betting on nobody from the Sox in this game. But Fetty can't give up a few. So Meadroff, and as of late, Luis Robert looked okay. Uh, Cubs, I didn't look at this game. Toronto, Naylor, Marte. Oh, there's no mm, what's the name not in the lineup? Corbin Carroll not in the lineup. So uh, I think it was Perdomo as of late. I have to go back and check, but Marte, Naylor, couldn't talk about Naylor's hits, runs, and RBIs. Hit behind Marte. Suarez, if he catches that fastball, you can kiss it goodbye. He's got about 9 home runs, maybe 11 on that fastball, something like that. Um, Starting to look like I like the Blue Jays. Going to probably end up liking the Blue Jays a little bit better, but I took Barger on my home run parlay. Um, Vladdy, Kirk, those guys are in play. Barger, Vladdy, Those are my favorite two bats over here. It's an interesting game. I don't know what that game gonna do now. Uh, it's San Francisco or nothing for me. Logan Webb, believe it or not, his outs are in play, but I didn't look at the bats versus Gavin Williams. I should have looked at the bats. This could be. This could. Let me see something here. I forgot his splits and stuff. Gavin Williams, just to give you guys a context of what you can expect with Gavin Williams here. Gavin Williams, on the road, he's got a 300 batting average to righties, giving up 10 bombs, four of them to righties, six to lefties. Away versus on the road versus righties, he's giving up three bombs, batting average of 333 on the road versus righties. So I'll be looking at the righties there. 455 on the road, XFIP 4.8, 4.5 on the road to lefties and righties. K percentage is around 20% there. So he's somebody that I would target on the road, right? On indefinitely. Hasn't faced this San Francisco team. Um, give up a bomb in four of his last six games. So I couldn't talk you off anything from the bats for um, San Francisco here, right? Ramos is in a he's in one of those spots, man. I probably wouldn't mind him for hit runs and RBIs or something like that, but I need to go back and look at the pitch mix and stuff like that. Ramirez is really good at baseball. I probably won't be betting none of these guys over here though. We only got a 7 over under in this spot. That ballpark is a big ballpark. It's a pitcher's ballpark as well. Didn't look at the Philadelphia Phillies. Edward Cabrera, I didn't check his strikeouts. His strikeouts could be in play. Sanchez has been pitching pretty good. That's about that. Strider, Clay Holmes. I'm gonna look at that game a little later on. Even though Ronald Acuna has just been a monster, and then the Washington, Colorado, and Washington game is not doing anything. Jesus Christ. Baltimore, Tampa Bay here. I get a pitcher lean towards Tampa Bay with Rasmussen on the mound. Charlie Morton, mm, either way it goes. Brandon Lowe, Yandy Diaz, Aranda, Caminero, and even Magnum. And keep an eye out and see if um, Christopher Morel's in the lineup. I have interest in those guys. On the Baltimore side, um, Gunner, Loriano, Westberg, O'Hearn. Um, this is a crazy game for me, of course, right? It's hard for me to figure this one out. I really wanted to lean towards the over. I really did. Um, I really did, man. Like I said, I get a pitching lean towards Tampa Bay. If I'm betting on any bats, I'm starting with the Tampa Bay bats. I'm telling you that right now. Gunners Henderson has been hot, right? He's been hot. You got Cowser and Mullins and Holiday been smacking. Some just cashed. What was that? Something just cashed. Somebody must have hit a bomb. Grisham. His hits I took his hits runs and RBIs. That shit was plus money for his 1.5 hits runs and RBIs. So Grisham, I didn't take him for a bomb. We went over it. I was scared, like I'm always. So it is what it is. Damn. Uh yeah, so here, I expect traffic on the basis on the Houston side for sure. So I couldn't talk about anything. Hits, runs, and RBIs. I need to go, well, smaller sample size versus lefty for Houston. They got a 5.5 implied total for team total here. So, oh, we cashing. Something else just cashed. That must have been a bomb for Goldie, I bet. Look at that. Goldie bomb. Jesus Christ. Motherfuckers. Damn it. Mm, damn. Scared money don't make no money, do it? Cash, cash. Mm. Hey, can't be. Hey, you got something. Leaving here with something, right? Oh my god, damn. All right, so um, right, like I was saying, the I like Wilson and Rooker here, right? And then the Houston side, I expect traffic on a basis. I couldn't talk you off anything on the Houston side. I mean, I think you could take all these guys for a hit or take them for a hit runs and RBI, something like that. Most of them in cash to play, right? And that's how I'm be looking at that game. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that situation. I didn't look at the San Diego side of things here. I mean, I didn't look at this San Diego game, right? So I need to look at that. Going on 2.5 hours. We casted some plays though. We cast some plays, and that's all you could ask for, man. Uh, I can't chase those home runs like that. I can't, right? I'm not good at home run parlays, man. If I bet them straight, I'm probably a little bit better, but I'm not good at home run parlays at all, man. So Jackson, go back to Jackson and see what he liked again. Uh, Mickey Moniak for a bomb, Brent Rooker for a bomb, Judge for a bomb, Goldsmith and hit his, and then Ellie De La Cruz. Uh, they like him for a bomb. Um, they like the Reds money line, Nationals money line, Yankees money line, Royals money line, and the Rays money line. Okay. Um, See you guys tomorrow. I got about 4 or 5 days off, so it is what it is. I need to do a little fine tuning for my social media and stuff like that. Give me some more thumbnails together and shit like that. So it is what it is, man. Good luck to you all. And make sure you all following whatever. If I put something out, I'll put something out. Peace out, fam. Peace.